5,010 pounds. This is a Jayfeather 23RL by Jayco, obviously, here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This is a sweet, compact little couple's rear living room camper that is very functional in travel mode. One of the reasons I think the 23RL Jayfeather and floor plans like this have become just so extremely popular is that even when the slide is closed like it is right now, you can still maintain full access to the entire RV. Really, the only thing you're going to lose out on is like sitting on the couch and looking at the TV. But you can get in this camper, you can pack it up, you can travel, you can make a stop, you can, I mean, get to the bathroom easily. You can, you know, make a sandwich. You can do anything you need to. Everything is still, you know, very readily accessible. I think that's a really smart design decision that they made here. You don't necessarily really even need the slide open, although, you know, for the entertainment aspect, once you reach your destination, you're certainly going to want to. And it's comfortable. It's not like, oh, suck in your gut, you can squeeze between this and your butt's going to rub against that. No, you can get all the way through this thing. If you're traveling, you want to stop, you want to take a nap, you can do that. Let's open her up. But when that slide opens up, you got yourself a nice little couples rig right here. In a lot of ways, I prefer this over the much larger, like 32-foot models where you have a sofa and a dinette in the slide and then a pair of chairs in the back. I've never fully understood why you need 2 chairs, a sofa, and a dinette to most of the time accommodate 2 people. I think this is just a more effective, efficient model, and actually has way more countertop space. And the kitchen, we'll get there in a minute, is specifically one of the things I think the Jayfeather has done better than other versions of this floor plan. Now, we carry a lot of different versions of this floor plan from various manufacturers, and they all have their own qualities that are really cool. Like I said, your Jayco's going to have double the warranty. We'll talk more about that when we get outside. But it's also got, I think, the best executed kitchen in this layout of, you know, any manufacturer that I've seen. So, start over here. I want to point out all the windows open for ventilation, and they are all fully trimmed out. Do you notice that? And what I like about that is these nice night shades that you can pull down for privacy. It actually gives the anchors here something to really screw and bite into instead of just like laminated wall panel. It's not high frequency, but I've noticed what I feel is a disappointing frequency of those things sometimes just pulling out of the walls. I don't think you're going to have that problem here because the screw can actually bite into something. Now your dinette can fold down into a little sleeper, and that's one of the other things they did very well here in the 23RL Jayfeather, is that's a full tri-fold hide-a-bed sleeper sofa in the back. A lot of times manufacturers cannot put an upgraded sofa back here. They have to rely on only a jackknife sofa due to the different type of slide mechanisms that are in this business. Long story short, the rack and pinion floor flush slide that they're using here in the Jayfeather series, it extends out further. There's less interior intrusion from that slide system, so you can put a full hide-a-bed here. No problem, no sweat. Again, all the windows open for ventilation. You will find all of the overhead cabinets are also strutted. They'll hold themselves open, and you've got a full-on halo of storage going on here. They didn't waste anything. And that's what I think is really cool about this. Like, who is Jayfeather? What is Jayfeather? And they are the smart money ultralight. As opposed to Big Brother Whitehawk, which has all the flash and jazz and pizzazz you could ever look for, a Jayfeather is a little simpler, a little cleaner, a little smarter, a little more budget effective and weight effective as a result, you know. There's good benefits to both sides of that coin. Although what's important to here is this is a good example of how they don't ever remove anything that really matters. Everything that is really important that every single person is going to want, need, and use is handled well in a Jayfeather. Like I said, good storage, easy access to it. It's still pocket screwed lumber core cabinetry. It's not stapled particle board. So it has a 5-sided aluminum. Yeah, we'll talk about structure outside. People don't care about that a lot of times. So I'll show you the layout. If you like how it looks, just hang out with me outside. I'll tell you how it's built. And this is another thing I like about this smaller rear living concept across the various manufacturers that build it. More windows on the door side. If you're sitting on the sofa, you can peek straight out that window. If you're in the kitchen, you can look out under your awning. And they've done a couple things here different in this kitchen that I like. Under the sink, It's just nice wide open storage. They didn't screw that up and clutter that up. You've got triple full extension plywood box drawers. But what's neat is, especially when I close these, you can clearly see one of the major complaints a lot of people have with this layout across almost every other manufacturer I've seen build this is you've got this huge chunk of countertop space right here. But in a lot of them, the sofa comes right up against the counter and you can't get to it. Jayco did not make that error. They have enough room right there, or you could do a Texas two-step sideways and get yourself in there comfortably and be able to access that entirety of that prep space. Plus, they just left this big chunk of space open down here for whatever. And they didn't want to put a cabinet door on it because then the sofa arms would interfere. Now, someone's going to say, why is there a finger pull right there, but it's screwed down? And that's because your water heater is under here. So that's a water heater access panel. They want you to be able to get that panel up, so they gave you the finger pull, but they don't want the grandbabies to get in there and muck with your thermocoupler. So, you know, they kind of locked it down. Let me spin us around here a little bit. I do love, notice the little accent walls and the accent trim coloration patterns on the slide here. That's something that the interior design team led by Miss Stacy Stewart down at Jayco, they've got an eye for colors. They have a gift right there. You know, I whenever it comes to decorating something in my house, I'm that stereotypical guy. You don't want me doing it. I'm lucky that they make me wear a black shirt and tan pants every day, because God knows what kind of crap I'd come to work wearing. But these folks have a dynamite look. Now, there are different interior fabric decors. This is called Desert. This is the lighter one. There's also darker cocoa that we do a lot of in bunkhouses. But again, understand, kind of like you may have noticed the disclaimers, the trailer that we actually have here could look a little bit different from this one. The longer this footage goes out, the less accurate it becomes. So I try to go through and periodically update. Now, Big Brother Whitehawk, it's going to have all the fancy entertainment bells, widgets, and whiz-bangs you could ever want. Simpler sister Jayfeather, not so much. Now, you can option on TVs on here, but frankly, I can get you the same TV for equal or less money, probably at the big box store of your choice. And not everybody's looking to sit in the camper and watch TV. Some people are looking for a camper just to have a meal and then stay out of the rain, but the rest of the time go outside. That's a little more of who this camper is. But if you want a simple camper and want a TV in it, guys, the TV's not going to stop us from working with you. If that's the only thing that's holding you up, you give our team a call, say, I like that Jayfeather. I would like to own it, but you have to put a TV in it. We'll write that down, and I bet we'll make that happen. I can't promise, but I'd be very confident of that. So, at a glance, this is one of those things that you have to kind of be careful of. And I don't mind sharing the good, the bad with the ugly. And this isn't really bad. This is just I want to dispel a myth here. You're gonna look at this and you're gonna see a refrigerator that goes all the way up to here, and you're gonna go, hot dog! This has got a big fridge. It's got a normal fridge, a 6 cubic foot fridge. They mounted it all the way up to the ceiling because that allowed for this extra drawer below the fridge down here. They didn't want to have that stupid empty dead pocket of wasted space above the fridge, so they put it here. It makes more sense. Most of the time, this is going to be more useful to you. And that is a real tile backsplash back there, by the way. I think the RV business has I don't think the intention was to lie to people, but they had that like brick print wallpaper. This is just tacky. It's just tacky, and this stuff is legit. That's the real deal. So, one of the things that's easy to miss on this is, just because it's not super camera friendly, is this little corner cabinet right here. Let me back up a little bit. You've got a floor to ceiling, either coat or linen or pantry or whatever you want this to be, right by the entry door, right next to the fridge. It's easy to get to. It's centrally located. But what's interesting is it's got adjustable corner shelves, which you don't see very often. So that's why you see coat hooks up there, but a shelf right below it, because you can just pop the shelf out of the way. And look at even the crown molding. You know, a more simple series ultralight, you're not usually going to get stuff like that. But they did want to put a reasonable amount of fun and sizzle to it, I think. So, bathroom is right next to the entry door and super easy to access, whether you're from the bedroom, if you're, grandkids sleeping on the hide-a-bed, if you're just traveling and you're like, oh, honey, gotta stop, need to use the bathroom, or whatever. You can do that here. And I tell you, about 60% of the bathroom is this big shower. But I love that they put a nice actual big shower in there, because this is a function room. But you know what? Sometimes a spacious shower is a comfort item. So they were very good about leveraging comfort versus utility in this floor plan. I really think they did a bang-up job. And that split open shower door right here, that radius shower splits open on the doors so that it's very easy to get into. You don't have to like walk around a swing open door. Now little stuff like this, you see that little latch right there? This is something Jayco started doing quite a bit of, and it's that extra Jayco stuff. It's that the human element that they are very good in. They call it livability. For many years, Jayco's slogan was they build the most livable campers. What I'm getting at here is, look around in the RV business and tell me how many sliding pocket doors have latches to actually keep them closed to the bedroom. And the answer is almost none. Unless you're in fifth wheels, and you know they usually have a normal swinging door. So it's just extra stuff that they're doing here. Simmons mattress, a little nicer mattress in here. Now don't get me wrong, this is not the Simmons mattress you'd put in your house, but it is better than a lot of the mattresses you'd find in most RVs. So the bedroom, it's simple but effective. It is more compact up here than other versions of this floor plan I've seen before. Like there's a little less room to walk around the bed, but that's also what keeps this RV shorter, lighter, and less money. Because, you know, you're buying the nice living room and the comfort and travel convenience. The bedroom is just to lay down and crash. And this has the best kitchen of any version of this floor plan I've seen from other manufacturers. So they're all great in different reasons. And you're welcome to cross-compare on our website and our YouTube channel here. And we'll take a look outside and learn about how she's built if you're still with us, which, you know, hopefully you are. Thanks for hanging out. So I touched on it inside, but one of the things I want to first hit on out here is the warranty. Warranties have gotten confusing for especially new buyers, new shoppers, folks who don't eat, live, breathe, sleep, die this stuff every day like I do, you know. That's part of the reason I put these videos together, is to help kind of dispel myths and debunk hubbub, as you know, Harry Houdini used to say. He made a whole career out of debunking hubbub. Penn and Teller kind of, you know, picked that up. I'm not comparing myself to them. Anyway, moving on. I'll trade them paychecks. I'll do that. Nice big pass-through on here. Notice that's all fully finished out, by the way. That's a nice touch. You don't see any raw exposed skeleton. Anyway, back to the point. I saw something shiny. Warranties. So it used to be most trailers had a 1-year warranty. And that allowed that shakedown period. Like when you build a new house, the contractor comes to you with a hit list and says, all right, I want you to go through and mark stuff down, we'll take care of a couple things, then we'll be good. The 1-year warranty on RVs is kind of largely the same thing. It's sort of designed to be that same way. And Jayco, for many, many years, as long as I can remember anyway, has had double the warranty of anybody else. And a lot of it is due to superior material selection, processes, engineering, testing. There's a lot of reasons that go into it. Whatever the case may be, they offer double the assurance. And the thing is, guys, they still do. Because there is no 3-year camper warranty out there. Now, you may see some 3-year structural warranties out there, but you have to understand that some of those, they're not created equally. Some of those things are scary, hyper limited. Some of them are good. But the fact is, Jayco still covers more things for longer than anybody else, basically. And I don't really know a lot of people doing 2-year warranties anymore. A couple brands were trying, then they fell off the wagon. I don't know, maybe they couldn't hold up to it. Maybe their warranty departments were absorbing too much money. Obviously, Jayco's not. They continue to succeed with it. So what are they doing different? How can this continue to offer twice the full warranty as anything else? Starts from the ground up. First of all Jayco chassis are custom engineered. Now, this is all their lightweights ride on a Norco frame, which is a lighter but stronger Z-frame, high-strength, low-alloy chassis. That's a lot of technical jargon. What that means in English, lighter but stronger. Not less expensive. Better engineering, though. So there's nothing wrong with an I-beam frame. It's fine. This is better. The trailers that ride on this chassis tend to have some of the greatest service records, most impressive service records at our facility. Now, another thing, I just want to, again, give a note here to the fact that, guys, we may have actually left the day and the age of the Nike Adidas swoosh on the side of campers. Look at those nice, clean, straight lines. Look at this thing. This is the best looking Jayfeather they have ever built, bar none. I was happy with them before. I'm ecstatic with them now. Just those little Jayco blue deep electric accents on this thing have really given her some spark and some life. They've done just a bang-up job here. Outside, now again, all the important stuff is still here. Outside shower, black tank flush, everything that matters is here. Jaycos are riding on Goodyear Endurance radials. These have the highest sidewall integrities and speed ratings of any trailer tire out there. And they're the only major manufacturer in this market using these tires. There's a couple specialty niche brands also using these, but there's no major manufacturer that has any volume close to Jayco using these. Now, you can't really see it from here, but even a J-Feather, not even Big Brother Whitehawk, but even a J-Feather has an EqualFlex suspension upgrade. And that's standard on these. So it's got a rubber shock dampening suspension system on this. This is made for towing and going, guys. They have spent more money on the chassis and running gear here than most anybody else in a comparable price point. I'm not really, I don't want to say everybody, because I'm sure there's at least someone who's at least matching that, but wow, it is uncommon. They've got all LED lighting, tail and markers. They light up 12 milliseconds faster, which you're like, okay, so literally the blink of an eye. But you know what happens when you, in the blink of an eye, when you're going 60 mile an hour on the highway? The answer can be a lot. A lot can happen at highway speeds, literally in the blink of an eye. So that 12 millisecond faster flash on those lights gives the person behind you up to 5 feet of additional stopping time at 60 mile an hour. And obviously, more stopping time the faster you're going, because I know that not everybody tows at 60 mile an hour when they're towing a trailer. I think you should. I think you need to slow down, please, for your own safety and everyone else around you, but I know that not everyone's going to. So, the faster you're going, the more safety you're getting out of that, in a way. Full walk-on roof and plywood deck, actually. That's a neat thing on Jayco's. There's really not particle board and OSB construction in this. You've got, now it has, like I said, 5-sided aluminum structure. Jayco's vacuum laminating system. Even the rear wall's laminated. The slide walls are laminated. You can walk up and do a, you know, Ultimate Fighter hammer fist thump on the side of that. It's not gonna damage it whatsoever. It's funny when folks get nervous that I do it. I can't hurt this trailer. My pathetic weakling little arms. Whoa, windy gust right there. Oh, let me try to shield that. But I can't hurt this trailer if I tried. The roof has Jayco's Magnum Truss roof system. It's rated for 4,800 pounds. Not only is that the best of any lightweight, that's the best of any towable RV. They have the strongest roofs in the towable RV business. On this little 23-foot ultralight, they have the same roof construction as their big bad fifth wheels. I'm telling you, that's something, guys. And that's why Jayco's are not the least expensive. That's why they're a pound heavier. They've got a heavier structure to them. You could argue maybe they're overbuilt in that regard, but I've also seen several instances where high winds have caused some pretty scary potential damage to an RV that, because of Jayco's structure, would have protected the occupants inside the RV. And I think that's impressive too, and I don't know that that's overbuilt. I think maybe that's safety built. I'm okay with that. If that's not a concern you have, then maybe you don't buy this camper. But if you're thinking maybe that could happen, maybe you get this camper. Got to think about that stuff. These are going to come with an outside TV mount. So if you do choose to like throw a TV in one of these, it's very easy to be able to move TVs around. Now your entry door is actually strutted, so it won't fling open in the breeze. Just a handy little thing they do here. It keeps it open. Now, a lot of folks, they don't like how it sticks out at a 90. They're like, well, it kind of juts into my campsite. I understand, but the idea here is to keep it from smashing your awning, because they really couldn't make that awning any different. You do have a side mount grill connect here, but it is not under your awning, and you do have a quick grill connect right next to that jack leg down there. Even the baggage doors, the hinges on the baggage doors are sealed and protected. You know, it's simple, but it still does everything that matters. All you're changing here is the trim level, guys. This is just the LT trim level, whereas Big Brother Whitehawk is the LX. So, little similar sister here. She's still a beast. She's a deceptively strong package, kind of one of those things. So, if you like what you're seeing here, you know what's nice is it's not just structure, because man, does it have looks too. It looks good. This is the best J-Feather they've ever made. I'm genuinely excited about it. I think this is going to be their best year ever, hands down. You'd like to learn more, first of all, you can visit the link in our video description on our website. and I'll say, you know, check for price and availability, and or yeah, down the video description. And if we have one in stock, you'll see it. We don't advertise RVs that we don't have in stock. If you don't see it on our website, we're getting more. We're happy to give you a quote on anything. You don't need to give us your blood type and the blood of your firstborn. You know, we're not you're welcome to walk around here and open doors and view campers unescorted. We know that you're adults and that you're capable of handling yourself. We're just trying to be simple and easy, guys. Maybe a little bit fun here. If you appreciate what we've done, if you like our efforts here, give our team a call. All I ask for is that opportunity. So with that, take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.